So the Sacramento Kings played the Golden State Warriors the other night, and Steph Curry got called for a travel for doing the James Harden Step-back.
Comes around on the dribble. Well, it's James Harden.
That's the Harden. I mean,
that's James Harden.
Every James.
Steph immediately erupted and was upset. He ran to the referee. He put the 1-3 on his shirt, and he said, "Hey, look, I'm not the guy that's doing this. I'm not the guy that does this all the time. You guys don't call it for James Harden, but you calling it on me." So when I saw that, I felt like Ricky Ricardo and Lucy Ball. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. NBA, you have some huge explaining to do. Because we all saw that clip where James Harden did like a double step back on Ricky Rubio against the Utah Jazz. Steph Curry did the same exact thing. He got called for a travel. James Harden didn't get called for a travel. Now, Ronnie Nunn, especially from B-Ball Breakdown, he's done a ton of great work with B-Ball Breakdown, and that's another good basketball channel if you want to check it out, B-Ball Breakdown. He did a lot of great work with him, and he explained the whole James Harden step back, how there's a negative step and there's a gather step, and it's like a rhythm, like a 1-2, like a ballet. So basically what Ronnie Nunn is saying in a nutshell is when James Harden steps back, it's like going up for a layup. Now, this is the first time I heard about this because you never really seen this from other players, but when James Harden does a step back, it's like when you're going up for a layup. So, you bounce it, 1-2, then you shoot. He's bouncing, 1-2, shot, three-pointer. So instead of in the lane, you're in a perimeter. What James Harden did against the Utah Jazz, he gathered 1-2, then he 1-2'd into a shot. He did 2 1-2s, he did 2 gathers and shot it. Steph Curry did the same exact thing, 2 gathers. I guess the guy swiped the ball out of his hand a little bit or something like that. Or he didn't have full control. Call travel. James Harden does the same thing. They don't call travel. Now, you guys got to remember, James Harden went off and Golden State for 40-some-odd points doing this gather 1-2 step, whatever the case is, the step back. The debate here is James Harden's move a travel or no? If James Harden's move is not considered a travel, why when other people do the same exact move, you call them for travel? So the NBA has a problem here because what they're really telling you is, guys, this is a signature move. Only James Harden could use it. And we only allow with James Harden. But if another player does it, you're not allowed to do it. And that is absolute BS. That creates an unlevel playing field. That means you're calling the game differently for different people, which is awful. The game should be called the same for all people. Even with remember when LeBron James came into the league, he used to do a lot of crab dribbles and a lot of pushing off. And it took a long time for the referees to start calling that. But you know who really exposed that a lot? When in 2015 NBA Finals, Andre Iguodala, when he started playing that defense on him, people started seeing, okay, LeBron does push off a lot. That needs to stop. Also, Kawhi Leonard did that in the 2013 Finals, where LeBron was pushing off a whole heck of a lot, and people started saying, okay, we got to start calling it. If Steph Curry gets called for a travel for this James Harden step back kind of move, James Harden needs to start getting called for a travel, guys. It's only fair and it's only right. It's so hypocritical for the officiating to call a travel on Steph Curry, but never on James Harden. And James Harden does that move and moves similar to that every single game. It was kind of funny. The commentator was like, that's James Harden every single time. That was really hilarious. But that just shows you the frustration in trying to guard a guy like that. And also the frustration with the NBA and being consistent. The NBA is all over the place with their rules. Every day they're changing their rules. Every day the officiating is more and more open to interpretation. Honestly, at this point, I feel like the NFL is more on top of their rules and how they're officiating than the NBA. The NFL, at least you could challenge, stuff like that. Maybe they need to start initiating a challenge in the NBA. Like, I want to challenge this play, whatever. Like maybe one challenge, not 2 challenges, like 1 challenge. Because they already do the 2-minute drill with the recording. But for a guy to get called for a travel for a move that another guy was doing 2 nights before, doozing on him, and nothing was called, is absolutely asinine, and it's awful, and it gives the NBA a black eye, man. You guys got to be more consistent. You got to call everything straight down the middle. You can't favor one guy over another if they're doing the same move. You know what I'm saying? And like in the NBA today, what is a travel? You know, when I play pickup, we call travels off rip. Like even like, you know, when you like dribbling the ball, you're talking to your teammate and the guy starts walking up, hey, that's a travel. Or, you know, sometimes you see a borderline travel, like guy go for a layup, he's gathering, but he doesn't have full control, whatever. We still call travel on that because that's the way that it should be called. But in the NBA, a guy could dribble once from the 3-point line, take 3 steps, and they don't call anything, which is absolutely crazy. It's absolutely nuts. But let me know what you feel about this. Is the NBA being biased? The Steph travel, the James Harden travel, is a step back that James Harden doesn't travel? I say yes. I feel like basketball officiating, they really need to start taking this little step back stuff out of the game. Even like the side step where they dribble and they go to the side. I understand what Ronnie Nunn means about, hey, that jumping to the side is a gather, but I don't think it should be a 1-2 gather off a dribble. It should be a hop off the gather. Never a 1-2, then a hop. I mean, you're giving the guys too much leeway, and it looks like guys are playing hopscotch on the court. Guys are playing hopscotch on the court. This is, last time I checked, this isn't ballet, this isn't hopscotch, this is NBA. Hoops Junction, where hoops meets hoopla. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Yay! You think you